Tetris is one of the most popular games in the whole wide world, and it has over 200 versions of Tetris that have been published by numerous people. And I think that everyone knows how Tetris works. Right? Well, anyways, let's get to the point. Basically, I'm going to challenge myself to recreate Tetris in only a day without tutorials. Now that we know what we're going to do, we can finally start making the game. So I open up Unity and add a square. The square represents the Tetris blocks, and we need to be able to control this square. By writing this simple line of code, we can make it move downwards. The blocks on Tetris are just 4 squares connected in certain patterns, which is really simple to create. And we need to be able to control this left and right. Using the same line of code, we can use it so that it uses the X position instead of the Y position. Right now, the blocks are just kind of going through the floor. In order to fix that, we need to add a collider to the floor. That will detect when the block touches the ground. When detected, the block will instantly stop and changing its parent, so that the block will also act as a ground, making it stack into each other. And that's definitely the worst way to explain this. If you somehow understand what I said, I'm proud of you. Oh yeah, right, I also made it rotate using the Euler angles instead of position. And there you have it, we now have the basic movement of the Tetris blocks. You can go right or left, you can fall faster, you can rotate, you can do whatever you want. Now that we have that, we can finally do the other Tetris blocks, which is really simple. It only took me like 10 minutes. The next step we need to do is to make them spawn above the screen. So it's time to do some more code. Well, let's just ignore that. But at least I got the spawning working now. As you can see, it will spawn infinitely every time you place a block. If you're wondering what the red things are, the red things are the indicators that will show you where you can only place blocks. And this will also prevent you from connecting to the side of the block. It's definitely one of the most low IQ way of doing this, but for me at least it works. And this is what the game looks like now. I mean, it's a very scuffy and buggy Tetris, but for me, that is Tetris. The next step is when the blocks are being destroyed. Not really, but in order to survive in Tetris, you need to line up a horizontal line. Once a horizontal line is made, it will disappear and it will prevent the pile from overflowing. Once it reaches the top, you will automatically lose. And implementing this actually took me quite a while. It took me like 5 hours just to figure this out. Until eventually, I figured something out. And I don't even know how to explain this because I use a butt ton of colliders just to make this work. And I think this might not be working well, but at least it's working, right? And finally, the last thing we need to do is the graphics and the visual stuff. I decided to just use one color for this, which is the gray, kinda like the dinosaur game in Google Chrome. And there you have it, it's a Tetris made in one day. It's not really that impressive, but at least I tried, right? But anyways, I did learn a lot of things from this and had a little bit of fun, and that's what's important. And I'm really sorry for the bad explanation in my videos, but that's just me. I'm just that bad of explaining things. Anyways, thank you for watching, you're all very kind people. And I'm going to leave you with some gameplay.